Since I could hold my head up high. It's been a while since we've done a video.
Hey,
Hi,
hey, God,
missed you.
I know. Hey, internet.
Welcome to our New Year's resolution to do more, to do anything. It's been,
Yeah,
has it been a year?
almost. When did no? I mean, it hasn't been that long, but it's been quite some time. Yeah, people are commenting on a 40-second video like, yes.
Yes, we're back.
And yeah, we probably should do something.
You didn't really miss anything. Year's been rough. Is there anything that's really happened to us this year that we want to talk about?
No, mine's been pretty mundane. I mean, it hasn't been mundane in certain areas, but
You say mundane?
mundane. Yeah,
Mundane.
mundane.
That's
Mundane.
U. It's like
Okay.
Monday's like the diner we go to.
Mundane. Thank
Hi.
you. Some things don't change.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk about some anime that we've been watching, but then we realized that I really haven't watched anything, and you've been watching anime.
Yeah, I just started watching a lot more anime and I guess reading less manga since Naruto ended. Like Bleach has become like a chore to read.
I haven't read it.
Well, I read like 5 chapters at a time now. I forget that Bleach is a thing, and then I just like oh wait, I should read whatever chapters of Bleach. Oh, there's 6. Okay, I guess I haven't read in 6 weeks. I'll probably end up finishing that when it wraps up or whatever. But
I've been reading some manga. I've been reading that Shield Hero thing I was telling you about.
oh yeah, so never heard of that.
And then
What did you tell us? What's Shield Hero?
Oh, Shield Hero is about this this guy who gets sucked into like a video game world along with 3 other people from the real world to fight in this like video game style wave after wave of demons that have attacked this kingdom. And first you're like, oh, okay, it's normal, whatever. And so like there's like a lance hero, a sword hero, a bow hero, and then there's the other guy. He's a shield hero. And everyone's like, okay, like it's like, oh, you have a shield. You're one of like the awesome knights. And he's like, what am I supposed to do with this? He's like, shield things. So he doesn't really know what's going on, and like he gets some money to like get some gear. Kingdom's very nice to him. They're like, oh, let's get this started. And each of them have like a party of followers, but no one wants to go with the shield hero because he's like kind of an otaku and he's lame. And so this one girl goes with him, and she's like, I'm gonna help you out. And so they buy gear. He's got like a bunch of silver, and then like they spend the night at an inn. And the next day, a bunch of guards come and arrest him, and they say, how could you do this? You're such a terrible person. And it turns out that the girl like accuses him of raping her, which is a little dark.
Yeah.
But she accuses him of like raping her, and then everyone's like, that's fucked up. You're a terrible human being, and you're an asshole. And so like the king is like, I'm gonna take all of your money. Fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. We don't need you. Leave. Problem is, he's like, well, then just send me home, because he didn't really want to do it anyway. He's like, I don't want to really be a hero. This kind of sucks. And he's like, oh, we can't send you home because you're kind of like locked in now, so you can't leave. And he's like, we're stuck with you, but you're like going to be a pariah. We'll hate you forever. And he's like, okay, fine, whatever. Turns out the reason why the girl accused him of that. No, it's literally, this is just the first chapter. Turns out the reason why she did that is because she wanted to get with one of the other heroes that had like a 12-person party, and like everyone was like, well, that's not fair. You have 12 people. Some of you guys split off. And so as a way to get back in that guy's hero, she like steals his money, accuses him of rape, and then like gets with this other hero that she likes. And then it gets even worse from there.
Even in the video game world. Like I said before, I've been watching a lot of animes. I mean, of course, I watched One Punch Man, and I told all of you how good One Punch Man was as a manga, and none of you wanted to listen to me. And all of a sudden, not to be a hipster, but all of a sudden, the second it comes out as an anime and everyone sees the animation, they're like, oh my god, One Punch Man is so cool. I was the first person to tell all my friends about it. I was there first. With Matt Wilk, we were there.
Matt Wilk was first, and John
No, well, actually...
Really?
I found One Punch Man, I think Reed recommended it. No, Matt might have, I don't know.
It was Matt.
No, but I think I found it originally way back when it was like the scratchy webcomic thing.
Okay.
And I was like, I can't read this. And then Matt re-mentioned it to me, and...
So that was good now?
Yeah, well, they like redrew it as a manga, and it's like readable for me, I guess. I'm picky when it comes to art styles.
Okay, and so you've been watching that.
Yeah, so that obviously One Punch Man season 1 was amazing, and
he fights people and defeats them in one punch.
It's not just about him; it's about the other characters. You just don't get it.
That are not called One Punch Man.
You just don't get it. There's like a guy, Genos. He's awesome. Like.
So why isn't it called Genos?
Because, I don't have to sit here and take this.
10 Punch Man.
All right, I've also watched Fate Stay Night, which apparently is like the second part of the Fate series, which is like Fate Zero, and then.
So it's Fate Stay Night was the first one.
No, Fate Zero.
Fate Zero is a prequel.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So like, chronologically,
Fate Zero was first.
Fate Stay Night, and there's another one.
I didn't see the other one yet. I didn't even actually start watching Zero yet.
It's like kind of like that Gundam timeline that you're never really exactly sure where.
Yeah, they come out, but it's just like it's a prequel to what you just saw 3 years ago. Like, who?
Try finding that online. It's like, it's very ambiguous on where everything fits in. So I watched the first episode of the prequel, and it was pretty good.
I started to watch it, and then I was like, I'm not in the mood for this right now. I kind of need to like jump around animes, because like I watched Stay Night, and I really enjoyed it, and the story was great, and there's some really, really cool animations, and it's very fast-paced.
Mm-hmm.
But like after I watched that, I went to like watch the prequel, and I was just like not in the mood to like watch that. So I think I'm gonna watch. I just found it on Netflix. It's got like 52 episodes. It's like something detectives about this kid. All-star detective. I don't know.
Oh, is that the guy?
The kid that gets poisoned and he
becomes a kid.
Is that?
That was on Adult Swim a long time ago.
I think so.
Is it called Conan?
No.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll figure it out next week.
He's a teenager detective dude. Becomes a kid detective.
I think that he got poisoned. He's trying to figure out who did that to him while solving other
crimes. Yeah.
Okay, something like that. I might check that out and see. Or I went to start watching Gurren Lagann, but I couldn't watch it because it's definitely done by the animation studio that did not Kill la Kill, Akame ga Kill. Wait, which one is a Kill la Kill? Yeah, Kill la Kill. That's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
Akame ga Kill is the other one. Kill la Kill, the girl with the scissors. Yeah, I watched it, but I'm picky with the art style, so.
Well, it's a very surreal kind of anime, because it's like these suits with the giant faces on them.
Well, it's not even that. It's like that didn't even bother me. It's like the actual animation style. It's almost like I feel like it has like an 80s Felix the Cat like
Garfield just kills him.
I mean, I know that like people are gonna argue with me on that, but like that's how I see it. Like I don't know if it's like the coloring,
like a Boomerang episode,
like not that
Hanna-Barbera.
It's like modern. It's not my art style.
Like
yeah, like kind of like I don't know why I see it that way. I think it might be the colors.
Okay.
It might be.
It's like the colors are too sharp.
Not dull. I don't know.
The monocolor.
Flat.
Yeah, flat. Okay.
I guess I don't know.
Like Disney animation.
No, like not Disney animation specifically, not because Disney animation had.
Well, like Beauty and the Beast and all that older stuff.
I feel like we're going too deep into this.
Okay, fine, whatever. Next thing I want to talk about another manga I'm reading called Food Wars.
Which
so good.
Again, not to be that guy, but like I found Food Wars as the anime.
I haven't watched the anime at all.
I know, but I started watching it and I was like, oh wow, this is actually really cool. I started watching this, guys. You should just check it out because we have like a group chat that we have, and Andy, no one wanted to listen to me, and then out of nowhere, Andy's like, guys, I started reading this manga.
Whoa! No. Okay. Shut the fuck up. That is totally the opposite of what happened.
What?
Yes. I was like, hey, I'm reading this manga, and then Victor said oh yeah, I'm reading this manga, and I didn't like it.
Anime. When did you start reading the manga? Please tell me.
Oh god, it's been 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, I was watching the anime prior to that. I literally watched it last year, but I only watched 2 episodes in one day. Okay. And then I told you guys, we can go to the group chat and we can find it. It's fine.
Sure, fine. Okay.
All right, I will.
So you brought that to my attention.
No.
I like it a lot. It's really good. It's a little ecchi. It's got if you read the manga, I think it's less bad in the anime because the anime makes it bigger.
Not.
Oh, it's not.
It's like that scene where she first eats that,
Mm-hmm.
and then like all her clothes is like burst off, and all the.
Well, I think it's longer in the anime because in the manga it's like literally a page and you can just like skip it and it's like not.
Oh no! In the anime, I mean, when she's eating it and she's like thinking all this stuff, like it's like very itchy, but then like that quick scene where they like all their clothes explode off, that like it's like a split second.
Okay.
It's not like it just like happens for 10 minutes.
So I feel like Cutthroat Kitchen. Or Chopped. If you want to watch, if you want to read a manga or watch an anime about that, it's pretty good.
No, I like it.
Cross that with like a Naruto like character that always that never wants to give up and always wants to like strive to be better.
My dad said that I'm gonna be the best. So, but it's definitely a good read or a good anime to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say the anime that's taking the filled the hole for me for Naruto is Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah, you kept telling me about that. I don't like really dark anime though.
I mean, I've never really, other than like Death Note, which really isn't like that dark. Like,
well, there's Trinity Blood, which actually
I did actually watch Trinity Blood. I also watched.
What was the other one? What was Blood Plus? Is that the one where she fights the Croctorians?
Yeah, I didn't watch Blood Plus. I watched one episode.
Oh,
I read. I watched.
Black Butler.
Not Black Butler. Black Blood Brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, Black Blood Brothers, the vampire with the red hat. I did watch
Hellsing?
No. It's called Black.
Okay.
I did watch Hellsing. And like I said 6 times, I watched Black Butler.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed it.
Have you watched Steingate at all?
No.
I want to. It's on Netflix now, and I hear good things about it, but I can't bring myself to watch it.
Yeah.
I mean, we watched Sword Art Online. I feel like that's the only thing that we've like both watched that we've agreed has been great, and that we're really excited about more episodes coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great. I love that thing so much.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Okay, sorry.
Love it. Little dark, kind of. Oh, there's like Dead Man Wonderland, which was another anime that I watched this year.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of like deal with like kid doesn't really do anything and gets fucked over, but like, hey, welcome to this world, deal with it. The animation definitely not on par with like One Punch Man in terms of the fight scenes and everything, but it's up there. Like I've seen some really cool stuff come out, and I think the characters are done really, really well. Still obviously has like the different organizations with like the Akatsuki feel where like they don't really tell anything about them, but just enough to get you interested. And then Kaneki is the main character, who's just this kid that didn't do anything, sweetest kid ever, just wants like the world to be like a nice place. And he just gets dragged to a dark place. Basically gets turned into a ghoul. He gets attacked by this thing that's called a ghoul that can basically like vampires.
Where does ghouls come from?
They haven't really explained that in the anime yet.
Okay.
They just exist, and they exist, and they like live in different sections of the city.
Okay.
And he basically gets turned into a ghoul, half ghoul, and it's cool because you get to see like the part of him that wants to stay human, and the part of him that's like accepting the fact that he's a ghoul and he wants to use that strength to protect the people he cares about.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
That sounds like a part of Bleach.
Yeah.
I'm just.
No, I mean, I'm sure
very similar.
There's a lot of stuff that's similar.
But is it better?
Oh my God, yes.
Okay.
So much better.
So if they take a similar idea and make it better, is it really that?
No, it is, because you can have a good idea and just like not execute it correctly, like those whatever those Segway board things or whatever. There's companies that just
the hoverboard.
Yeah, the hoverboards
that aren't hoverboards.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone that has one, I hope, just
of money.
Gets into a giant accident and falls in a pool.
They blow up and like.
No, they don't blow up. No, but like I want them to like be like, oh my God, I'm right here, pool doing
I'm saying like the hoverboards like.
They blow up?
They like go up like light on fire and stuff.
What?
Yeah, there's like videos online of people like, I just charged it and it blew up on me, and now my family's home is burned because of this stupid hoverboard. That's not a hoverboard.
It's not even a hoverboard. It's 2015. I feel like they just came. They're like, we have this thing. What do we call it? A hoverboard. Back to the Future.
It sells because people hear hoverboard and they're like, oh my God. It's like, it's actually a rolling board.
Yeah. Wheel board. Like a skateboard with wheels.
And the last thing that I've really been watching is the Seven Deadly Sins. That was that Netflix animated show.
Oh, that is Netflix?
Netflix like owned it, but it's an animation studio.
Okay. So what's that about? Is that like about like the Seven Deadly Sins? Is it like
the characters?
Is it like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood no?
It's about he's a very Goku-y Naruto character, but there's Seven Deadly Sins. These knights that like betrayed the king's like royal like the knight's leader or whatever the hell it was and murdered him, and basically they got like exiled or they ran away.
Okay.
And then the holy knights that are supposed to be protecting the city aren't. So the princess goes to find one of the Seven Deadly Sins because she thinks that they're actually the good guys, and then it goes from there.
So are the Seven Deadly Sins the good guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like I'm not ruining anything for anybody. Like when you start watching it within like the first like 10 minutes of the episode, you find out like the holy knights are the bad guys, and the Seven Deadly Sins really aren't the bad guys. So.
What was the name of that anime that I was telling you about where the fantasy like kingdom invades modern day Japan and just gets devastated? It was something called I think it was called Gate. You remember I told you it was like the Japanese army, like self-defense force, because Japan doesn't have an army, or it might actually have one now, but like at the time it didn't. And it's called the Japanese self-defense force, and basically like they get invaded by this fantasy kingdom. And, like, they just get like, there's, like, dragons and stuff, and then the modern, like, at first everyone starts dying. It's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then, like, the modern military shows up, and they're just like, done. Like, knights are getting, like, butchered. It's awful. And so they have, like, this, like, portal to this fantasy world, and they're like, what do we do with this? And since Japan doesn't technically have an army, they can't invade people, so they declare everything out on the other side of the portal as part of Japan. And it becomes like this really hilarious thing where they're like, think of all the resources we could get. Like it's like this like weirdly like global political.
Do they get into the?
Yeah, they do, and it is. I stopped watching it kind of after that happened. They get in there.
What was it on?
I think it's on Netflix or maybe it's Hulu. But like, so they get in there, and like they like the medieval kingdom pulls together like all these armies to like fucking fight the Japanese self-defense force, and like they're like, we're gonna charge them, and then they find out what like artillery is, and like they get bombed from like literally like 30 miles away, and they just get lit up. Like they have this like one like there's one Japanese guy just with a machine gun just be like, it's awful.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah.
So I might watch that next week and give you my feelings on it.
Anything else? 17 minutes. We can end this.
I feel like we always like just keep going with stuff.
I know.
It'd be even longer if Reed was here because it's been. I mean, we're also trying to go over like everything, not everything, but.
That we watched in a year.
Yeah, like a decent amount of what we've been watching and stuff.
Brandon Sanderson's new book comes out in 2 days, and so does Kevin Hearn's. I don't know why Kevin Hearn does that when it's Brandon Sanderson, but
Oh yeah, I remember him. You always talk about how good his books are.
Yeah, they're good. They're all good. Kevin Hearn's is good. It's about vampires. This time. About a druid fighting vampires. And then
is it called Blade?
No, it's called Staked. It's like, and then
put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah, all the titles are like that.
What has to do with vampires? Vampires, stakes. I love it.
I can't remember the name of the other ones, but like I think the first one's called Hounded. It's about a dog.
I was gonna say it sounds like it's like
about a dog.
Or
all right, I think we're good.
Hellhound. There's something I wanted to say.
I don't go. All right, I've been playing Guild Ball. I don't know if anyone knows that miniature game, but if you're into miniature games, Guild Ball is like really, really, really fucking good. If you've played like War Machine or you're a 40k player that hasn't realized the 40k is shit yet. Check out Guild Ball because it's like this like really cool. Like you remember Blitzball from Final Fantasy X?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like a good version of Blitzball crossed with like Thunderdome.
I feel like it sounds really cool if it was a video game, but like I mean I've never played tabletop games, so
that's fine. It's a different thing that you're into, but it's really good. If you like tabletop games, Guild Ball is like this really fun, quick thing to do.
I saw it, dude.
So you press the stop, but you won't press the stop button since you have it there. Bye.
Bye.